What is up, everyone? How is everyone doing? I know it's been a while since I've last filmed. I've been busy, but this will probably be the last time y'all see this background. I am moving into a much bigger house with my two best friends in March 1st. Today is February 23rd, so probably will be the last time, but I'm really happy I got to film really great goodies that I've gotten. So I created this really easy everyday makeup look. I love almost everything I tried today, but I'm excited to share it with you guys. So, as always, if you have not subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. Definitely helps me on this platform, but as well, go and connect with me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm a little bit more constant on Instagram. And without further ado, let's get with the video. So I did a voiceover. I just find it to be much easier. I finally purchased and tried the Lisa Eldridge foundation, the Seamless Skin foundation. Let's take a moment for this packaging because it is gorgeous. As you can see, I got the shade 13, which was almost the perfect shade. I would say it's probably half a shade too light for me. I also feel like it was a little too warm, but I was just testing the shade on my skin. And then I went ahead and used this It Cosmetics foundation brush to apply the foundation, and it blended in very quickly and nicely. As you can see, it has a light medium coverage, but I did notice later that it is a buildable foundation. All in all, the finish of the foundation was quite natural, as you can see here. It's not dewy, but it does have a nice radiance to it. But overall, I like that it is a medium coverage foundation. Then I recently purchased this e.l.f. Cosmetics color corrector. I am in the shade Peach, and I have actually been using this the entire month of March. It is now March 29. LOL, it's been a while. So I have really been trying this out. It is an amazing formula. I love how lightweight this is, but it has a really nice grip to it where I feel like concealer just sticks to it very nicely without causing it to crease some more. Then this LiveTinted Hue Brow. I really like this brow gel. It is in my opinion, a medium hold. If I don't apply much of it, my brow won't really shape the way I would like. But all in all, when I use the right amount, it is the perfect naturally laminated brow look, if you will. Now, I absolutely love this concealer. This is the Makeup Forever HD concealer. I go between shade 31.5 and shade 33. Both of them together make the perfect shade, but right here I'm using 31.5, and the coverage is medium to full coverage, which I absolutely love. Another thing I love about this concealer is that it does not crease as much and truly lasts on my under eye all day. And then I went ahead and spot concealed with the Merit Complexion Stick. I really freaking love this product. And then this, I was pleasantly surprised with this product by Flower Beauty. Obviously, as you can tell, it is almost an exact dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury contour sticks. I'm doing a voiceover in my closet so that you don't hear a lot of noise, so I don't have the shade on hand. I believe I used the shade medium, but I will provide all the shades I used in the description box below. But I blended it with this brush by Ulta X It Cosmetics, and it just blended so seamlessly, and I really loved this shade. I feel like it will be even better during the summer when I'm a little bit more tan. But all in all, this dries down to a, to me, soft matte finish, and it does not budge. Next up is this product by Undone. It's called the Mega Cheek palette. It comes in a couple different palettes. I'll list it below or on the screen here, but I chose this one here, and this product really shocked me. And I say that because when I first swatched it on my skin, it was a very thick product, and I was like, oh, it's going to be really hard to blend. And will you look at that? It blended so easy. It sinks into the skin so beautifully. And all in all, what I love is that it lasts on the skin all freaking day. And
The pigment is there, the blendability is there, it's gorgeous. I also went in with the highlight in the palette, which I do really like. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I don't gravitate towards highlighters like this just because it's a little too thick. I personally like something a little bit more balmy. So I'm going to go in and set the skin with the Laura Mercier setting powder. I haven't used this in years, since probably like my early 20s, probably high school, I don't remember. But I do personally like this more for the face, not the under eyes. It could be quite drying under the eyes. And then I tried the YSL mascara. Again, I don't remember the name, but I love smelling mascaras, lol, but I personally was not a huge fan of the wand. I like something a little bit more thinner and skinnier just because it's not as messy. Brushes like this tend to get on my lids, and it's just really hard to work with in my opinion. But it did give my eyelashes some volume, which I really liked at the end. The only thing I will say is that it did weigh my lashes down throughout the day, which I was not a fan of. Next, I went in with the lip gloss by Lisa Eldridge. This is in the shade Rain, and as you can see, the packaging is just as beautiful. It's so luxurious, and the color is amazing. It's a really beautiful everyday pink that just goes so well with my skin tone, and the formula is amazing. It's not too thick. It has a nice grip to it, though. That about wraps things up. Let's talk about the products just a little bit more.
I don't feel like putting in my microphone, so I'm sorry if it doesn't sound wonderful. But all in all, I really love the way my makeup turned out. I'm super, super ecstatic. I wish I had somewhere to go, but I don't. Okay, so here's the thing, and this is probably something I'm gonna have to think about is, you know, this foundation is $61. And I'm not wowed by it. Like, it's beautiful. It has a very natural finish, and I like the way that it kind of softens my skin a little bit. It looks very blurred, but I will say that I do feel like it looks like I have foundation on. Whereas my other two foundations that I really gravitate towards, which is the Giorgio and the Mario one, don't look like this. Like, this still looks kind of makeup-y on my skin. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure I would like to keep this. Just because I have other foundations that do leave my skin looking really radiant. I would give this like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, so there's that. Beautiful packaging, I will say. I think that's probably why it's also 61 bucks, is because of this luxurious, beautiful packaging of this foundation. But packaging is not what makes my skin look flawless. And what else did I try today? Well, since we're still talking about Lisa Eldridge, I do love this shade in her, I don't know what these are called. Oh, they're lip glosses. This is in the shade Rain. I love it. It's a very perfect pink for my skin tone. I love that it's really natural, but above all, I really like the formula of this. It's what? Jesus. It's semi-thick. It has a nice grip to it, but it's still pretty slippery, but it's really comfortable on the lips, and it feels pretty nourishing too. So definitely love this. I also got another shade. I also got the shade Carnival, which I did not like. It's very much out of my comfort zone. It's very like kind of Yahita looking on me. Also don't like that it was very patchy. I had to keep applying more lip gloss on top of my lips so that it's like an even finish on my lips, if that makes sense. And then by the time it looked even, it was really thick and a lot of product on my lips. So I wasn't a fan of this color. Definitely going to be returning that. Sorry. But I do love this shade and I love the formula. The mascara by YSL, I do love this actually. It looks really good. I like that it lifted my lashes, and that I don't have to use a curling, not iron, a lash curler after the fact. Usually with past mascaras that I've used, I've had to recurl my lashes, which I hate. So with this one, it doesn't weigh my lashes down. The only thing is that I do feel like the brush is a little too thick for my liking, which can get a little messy, but it wasn't messy this time around. So I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more, but I do feel like this is a keep. So the other stuff is drugstore, which I'm actually pleasantly surprised. The first one is the e.l.f. color corrector. I got it in the shade Peach. I love this. I like that it's a very lightweight product, but it still has a nice creaminess to it, and it's a little grippy, which I feel like I like that because the concealer will stick to it. But all in all, I love that it brightened my under eyes, as you guys saw, and that it is a lightweight product. I put one of my favorite concealers on top of it, and so far it has not been creasing, and I've been doing a lot of smiles and stuff. Creasing is natural, it always happens to me, but it hasn't creased as bad as like other products I've used, if that makes sense. So this is an amazing product, and for I think it was $6 or $10. Come on. And then the Flower Beauty bronzer, I got the shade medium. I actually like the packaging. I know it's very close to the Charlotte Tilbury, but I actually really like it. I like that you can twist it open, twist it closed, that way the product doesn't go seeping everywhere. But I love the shade of this, and all in all, I love the finish. It was really easy to blend. I saw Magdalene Janet put it on, and it does dry fast, but that's why I put it on the back of my hand. I don't like directly applying product. I feel like it messes everything up. But I really love it. It's beautiful, and again, for the price, like, you can't go wrong. And you can still see it peeking through there. It just bronzed up the skin so wonderfully, and I love that it is a, at least on my skin, kind of like a radiant soft matte finish. So I'm shooketh with this. I love it. And then lastly, the Undone Beauty 4-in-1 color. This is in the shade Neopolitan. I love these palettes of them. Their palettes, whatever. I really like the formula. So it is a little thick. I feel like in the beginning I was like, oof, it's a little too thick for my liking, but if you warm it up in the back of your hand and apply it with a brush lightly and build it up to however opaque and however pigmented you want it on the skin, it looks beautiful. And all in all, it is easy to apply, and it blends very easy. And the other thing I really love about it is that it lasts all day. I wore espresso to work like a week ago, and it lasted all day, didn't even budge. So in a way, that's why I like the thick consistency of it, because it actually will, yeah, last all day on your skin. I also just love these shades, so beautiful. And then the highlighter shade in this palette is this right here. It's really beautiful. Not something I would probably gravitate towards all the time. I like a little bit more of a balmy or just very lighter weight type of highlighters, but nonetheless, it's still beautiful. I really love these products. I'm super happy they sent these to me, because I'm very happy that I got the chance to try them and be able to talk about them, try them, and recommend them. I definitely thank you. Well, that pretty much sums up a full face of all new makeup. Super excited I got to try that on camera. And as always, thank you all so much for your support, for spending a little bit of time here with me on the tube, and I will see you all in my next video. Adios.